Yo, what is going on today, guys? I have a great little gameplay for you today. It is another Game Battles 1 versus 1. I hope you do enjoy these. They're a little bit different from what probably most people post, but I think there's a lot to learn from these, and to be consistent, to consistently win, that would be awesome. That would be a great accomplishment, in my opinion, to be able to consistently win a one-on-one without the radar on, especially. But one-on-one in general, it's I don't know if you. I feel if you can win a one-on-one consistently, you're a pretty good player, and you're probably going to learn a lot from those matches that you play, even if you lose. So, all right. Regardless, what I have here is this is the third map I am hosting. This the first map he won. It was on Search and Destroy Octane. He won 6-5. Um, it was a little bit questionable the last round, just because I know he definitely won because he had hosts. It was a weird gunfight that I knew he was coming around the corner, but he still beat me. It happens, but whatever. In the second map I hosted, and I won 6-0 on Freight. I completely dominated him. I don't know how. It was. I think part of it I can attribute to me being very aggressive on that map, because I feel as though on that map I can kind of control it a little bit better, just in the sense that I'm gonna, generally speaking, have a good idea of where they're gonna go, because the people that I'm playing against, they're not just gonna sit back like in the back of in their spawn or something, and that would just be ridiculous. So I can kind of eliminate, some spots, and just figure out where they are, and be unpredictable, because I never did the same thing twice in the 6 rounds that I played him in on Freight. Never did the same thing twice. I just completely stuck with what I felt was good, and I mean, I rushed, quote unquote rushed every round. I mean, I just didn't go rush him and try to find him and kill him, but is being that aggressive play style, because people who I used to team with, who are, I'll be honest with you, absolute trash players who are never going to be good at the game. And I know that's not a very nice thing to say, but after having played with them for so long, it's seeming like I waste my time. It was more like a shame on me for continuing to play with people that are this poor at the game and who don't understand basic Call of Duty. Um, but anyway, the point that I'm trying to make is that these players who are, very bad at the game, always played extremely passive. They would let the opponents take advantage of them. And back in the day, I was a player who played that same way. For example, back in, like, I played a game called Warcraft 3, and I would let people take advantage of me in that game, and I was not very good at that at all. The reason being is I played way too passive. I didn't have any game knowledge whatsoever. I played way too passive, and I just let people take advantage of me in the game. And that's what you cannot do when you're playing any game, but especially in this one. It's very apparent to me when people are playing stupid, and you don't see it too much in the games that I played against, or in the games that I played in one-on-ones. I haven't really played too many people that are, quote unquote bad or anybody. Everybody I've played has a chance of beating me in some respect, at least I think. Um, so anyway, yeah, I don't know. I'm going on a bit of a rant by tearing at those terrible players that I used to play with, but it so yeah. Anyway, basically you have to be aggressive, and you have to eliminate certain possibilities. For example, like on this map, you see me going toward the middle a lot, and that's gonna eliminate the possibility of him being there at that time, unless he's like hiding or something. But you have to do, like at this next move. I don't even know what I'm gonna do, but here, like, I'm rushing up the middle. Um, the reason being is, like, from this spot right here, I can see if he's gonna cross to B. He can't get there any faster. Now I know I wasn't looking at B the whole time, but point is, I can tell if he went mid, then he would have met me, or if he went to B, then I probably would have seen him cross to B. Unfortunately, in that case, I think I might have just taken my eyes off him for a second, um, because I know that he can't cross faster than where I was looking at it at that long hallway. So I just made a little bit of an error. I was very surprised that when he went B, I thought he was going to go A. And at this point, what I probably should have done, hindsight 2020, since I think this guy, I guess last round he was using a submachine gun, but I think he's using an AR. Yeah, he picks me off there. I mean, it was pretty well played by him. I should have gone for the defuse though, just right off the bat. Um, just from seeing where the bomb was planted, it occurred to me, I guess, especially once he killed me, that he just ran around. And had I gone straight for the defuse, probably would have been able to defuse it. Granted, when he planted the bomb, I was way out of position. But, things like that, you just got to learn from them. And the point in singles, you have to adapt to your opponent, even if the guy's, quote unquote bad. And that play right there, like his reaction time, was pretty good. I did not expect him to be lying on the floor. Um, right there. That's a good little strategy. I guess he knew that I like to rush the mid, and on this map I feel like I'm a bit too predictable. I don't know, on this map it's different. You just gotta try your best though, and this is when I start making a little bit more of unpredictable, I guess, moves because I had never gone I don't think I had ever gone rush to A. The reason I tried that is just because if you rush like that side, and most people are going to go that direction that I killed them at, if you rush that side, you could pretty much tell, especially if you have a headset, which you should, whether he's going to go A or not. Because typically people aren't going to take a long time to get to a certain spot. It usually is not beneficial to do that. Um, so, like here, I'm gonna rush A, do the exact same thing. Sometimes doing the exact same thing throws people off because they're like, well, he's not gonna do the exact same thing. It's just a mind game. I'm not the best at this, but I'd say that from the small successes I've had over beating other people in one-on-ones, it's just being unpredictable and using your own intuition and mind against the other person. And in this spot, I actually planted the bomb to where I can actually see if he's going to defuse it. He can't defuse it as long as I'm looking over there. He can't defuse it without me knowing, and that's why this spot is pretty good. And actually, I almost died there. Woo! I think if he would have had armor piercing rounds, I probably would have been done for, and it would have been game over. But there, I went back for the challenge just because I figured he'd probably, since he knew that he shot me, and he probably figured that I would go around, and his best opportunity to defuse a bomb was to just go to defuse it now instead of waiting for me. So that's why I went back, and it turned out to be the right play. So this is a really close match. As you can see, I'm bringing it back. I was down 5-2, but I'm not losing hope. You got to take it one round at a time. It's certainly possible to come back regardless of your deficit as long as you haven't lost yet. So here I'm kind of doing a very similar strategy going up mid, and I do see him there, and I think he saw me too. I just naded it, and now I'm just going to try to wait him out. I don't really know where he went. I'm going to try to just sound whore him and see if I can figure out where he went. At this point, I think staying up here is a good option just because I don't think he knows that I'm up here, and it's kind of in the middle between A and B. If he does actually end up sneaking away from me and planning, and by the way, sorry guys for no volume in this. The recording on it kind of screwed up, and I had to. Oh, and there I see him, and this is just an amazing. I mean, I literally did not see him. I just went off gut instincts. Like you can't see where the guy is, I mean, it's kind of a guess, and I just got kind of lucky there. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit lucky. But I did have hosts, so that did help, thankfully. Okay, this is the final round. Now, I'm going to mix it up a little bit. I'm not going to be too aggressive because I figure that he's probably not going to be super aggressive on this, and I'm thinking he might go try to change up his strategy just because it's the last round, and he probably doesn't want to do the exact same old thing, but hey, who the hell knows, you know? That's the thing. When you play singles, you just kind of have to think what the other person is going to be doing. What would you do in that situation? What more importantly, what would that other person do? Because you gotta kind of get a feel for them. And there, I get kind of lucky. Somewhat. I mean, I figured where I was standing, or where I was camping at, it was a pretty good decision, and ended up paying off. So anyway, guys, the video is coming to an end. I will see you guys soon, and please leave a like rating if you enjoyed. Peace.